Look who's on the treadmill. I gotta turn it around for y'all so you can see. Guess who's on my treadmill? And she's very black. I don't know if you can see her. That's Ebony. She's right back there. Ebony, I gotta get ready for the walk. You gotta get off the treadmill. Here, here's your snack. I gotta sit down the treadmill. You did good. Good girl. Alright, I'm stopping it. Alright. There you go. Good girl. Come on, get off. Let's go. Hey, y'all. Hey. She's black. The conveyor belt is black, but she was there. Hey, Eb. Eb's gonna be coming down here with all Black History Month. Hey, John. Thanks for the flowers. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Tell her uncle, tell her cousin, tell her uncle, tell her cousin, tell her uncle's friend to subscribe to me and exercise with me. Thank you, new subscribers. Thank you, old subscribers. Thank you, replay crew. Ha ha. Get your mats, stretch out, get your weights, you pump a weight, get your chair, you doing chair exercises. Stand up and look at that empty. Stand up if you walk in place. Line up if you walk. Just swallowed my man. Jump on your bikes, start your treadmill. Now, let's see if Ebony will let me walk on the treadmill by myself. Oh, we're on. Ooh. We're on. Yes. Okay, Evan, I'm turning the music off. Yeah. You staying? What are you doing? I just need to get... Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's start this walk. Oh, before I start that, the ancestor was like, no, you ain't. You ain't about to play me. Hey, y'all. This was Friday's libation pour. So I poured that out today. Whew. I poured it out today. And then... I pour, and ooh, gosh, ooh, I'm about 2 sheets in the wind just smelling it. And then I pour, this is E&J XO brandy. Ooh, I got close to it, and it jumped into my gums. See, this is our evening drink. And this is our evening cigar that I have to line up. This is my libation. Whew, hold on. Oh, the cigar, I forgot all about this. Okay, hold on. Ah. Whew. Okay. I think you gotta knock the ash off of it. I don't know too much about these cigars. Ah. Okay, I'm coming. I just took a lungful of this smoke. Holy cow. Okay. I ain't smoking that. I can show y'all that it's lit. I was trying to make smoke for you. But I just got a lung full. I hope my lung don't collapse. Hey, y'all. Let's get this party started right. Libations pour. Cigar is lit. Ebony has done her thing. Let me check these cameras right fast. I got tobacco on my teeth. Good golly, Miss Marlin. That's a lot. Oh, hey y'all. Pull this shirt down. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Yeah, y'all. One more little adjustment. And we're ready to rock and roll. I didn't clean the cameras. Ebony took up all my time, prep time. But the ancestors say let her down for the month of February. So she's down here. Yep. I know y'all have no idea what I'm talking about. Ancestor energy. Y'all ain't listen to y'all to your folks when they were alive. So you have no idea about ancestor energy. If you ain't listened to them when they was alive, you sure can't hear them when they dead. I hear them loud and clear. Whew. Anyway. I mean, you just gonna lay there? Alright, I gotta start. And like dogs, you know, as soon as I go to step over her, she stands up. I don't know if we're walking together. I'm walking. And you walked already. Alright? You're good and I'm good and we're good to each other. Yeah, y'all. Oh, I tell you. Our topic today is the head of the state. Ebony's trying to get on. Alright, come on. You're holding up everything. Come on. If you're getting up. Come on. Go ahead. She's on here with me. We're side by side. That's how we used to walk when she was a puppy. But I had a bigger treadmill. And I gotta turn it so they can see you. But you black and I'm black. And the thing is black. And I don't know if I can see you. Let's see. Let me get some more light. Let me see if I can get it on the other camera. I will share it. Okay, I'm not down enough. Here we go. There's Ebony. See her? So, our topic today is the head of the snake. You know, it's hard to find the head of the snake. It really is. Oh, you want just treat. So let me tell y'all a story. When I was living in Mount Vernon. When I first moved, I was told the apartment was going to be on the basement floor, and that the other apartment was a daycare. And, you know, she'd have the kids down in the daytime, and I said it didn't bother me because I was at work. So, fine. So after I moved in, one day I'm walking in, and this big guy comes at me, and he said, "You tell Craig I said come outside." I had just come back from fighting the meanest European Republicans on the face of the earth, so I wasn't in the mood for no bullshit. So I said, "Listen, ain't no Craig lives here. Don't be yelling at me, and don't knock at my damn door no more." Then I'm coming in from the grocery or somewhere, and I come through the back of the building, and that big guy is still there. "Tell Greg I want to see him." I said, "Look, didn't I just tell you? I don't know no Craig. And I told you stop bothering me. Get away from my door." I never saw him again. So then I find out that she has a daycare center in the daytime, but she rents the daycare center out to her cousin at night. So he works all day, and by the time he comes home, the daycare is gone. Nice people, hardworking man, decent, everything. Not a problem in the world. Nothing. And his son got out of jail and came and stayed with us. Not a problem. But in the meantime, I don't see any drug running going on. It's a daycare center, and it's the cousins. So Ernie comes to me one day and he says, Vicky, I have to move because Connie's daughter is going to take the apartment over. She's coming up from Virginia. So I said, oh, Ernie, you've been a great neighbor. I'm sorry to lose you. And that's where we left it. So then Vanessa comes, and she is a dog. I mean, they come from Virginia. That's my mother's and grandmother's hometown. And she was cool. Vanessa was just a dog. So I'm talking to Vanessa, and I'm asking her, how did she wind up being here? All right, hold on. I'm going to have to come over the other way. That's why I can't feed you down here. Now, after I finish doing the walk, I got to pick up treats. And if your mother didn't work late tonight, you wouldn't even be down here with me. But anywho. So, hey. So Vanessa tells me, I said, we finally get to talking. And I said, Vanessa, what made you just leave Virginia and come to Mount Vernon? She said, my daughter was arrested. She's in prison here. And I'm like, wow, what did she do? So then Vanessa said, can we go into your apartment? And I said, fine, no problem. You can go to my apartment. Vanessa tells me that after her daughter graduated, she wanted to come to Mount Vernon to stay with her grandmother. The first week after she gets here, Vanessa gets a phone call from her daughter saying that she's going to take a trip to Jamaica with her grandmother's friend. And Vanessa didn't know anything. She was like, hey, that's cool. Not a problem. Y'all have a good time. Come to find out, it wasn't a trip. She was a mule. And they snatched her out on her return to that. So she went to Jamaica, had a good time, and then when she came back, they picked her up and put her in jail. And Vanessa said to me, you never think that she said, I never thought that my mother would do that to my daughter. I was like, oh, that's a lot. So then Vanessa, Craig comes out of jail. Craig gets out of jail. And I finally see him for the first time. Because they had a getting out of jail party, a big party for Craig getting out of jail. And so I see who this Craig is. And he's slimy. He looked like a drug dealer. Everything that you think a drug dealer is, that's Craig. So, Ebony, you ready to get off? Because I do want to get a little time in walking. You done? So, Vanessa is downstairs. And by then, they put her on high blood pressure medication because she said every time she went to see her daughter, it was just such a thing. Then her husband lost his job, and she didn't have any health insurance, so she couldn't get the blood pressure medication. And I watched that woman stroke in front of my face. And then the daughter was up here. The daughter's still up here. I think she got plenty of federal time. You know how they do black people. And so Vanessa and her husband, they're just like, we're going back home. I done had a stroke. She ain't getting out of jail. This is crazy. We're going back to Virginia. So Vanessa goes back to Virginia. And then Craig moves in. All of a sudden, I'm coming home, and it's these people in the hall. I'm not understanding why the peoples is in the hall. And, okay, Ebony, you only got a minute or so, because I want to walk. They was there to buy from Craig. Crack he was selling. So I said, listen, don't come in this building. Get out. I put everybody out. My friends just said, Vicky, ain't you scared? I was like, no, I just got finished fighting the meanest, vicious European Africans in Greenwich. Everybody else is a fucking cakewalk. As you can clearly see, these Republicans, yes, the German Republicans, these folks, they ain't just start being messy, they've been messy. Anyway, so I put them out, so they started breaking into my car, but I had a stick shift. Nobody knew how to drive stick shift. So they would just keep breaking in the car and then realize, oh, we can't steal it. I can't drive stick. Anyway, that's a lot. So I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of the traffic. I'm getting sick of the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, this has to stop. How do I stop this? So we went through all the county, agency, all that stuff. Okay, Emily, you off. You're getting off. Come on. No, you're off. Get off. Get off. I'm going to walk. Oh, I got to put the cameras back. No, you're not walking. You got your time. You got your time. It's my time now. I haven't walked in 4 days. Good thing is you won't be down here tomorrow. You'll probably only be on Tuesday walk because your mom's not here. Because when your mom's here, you don't pay me no attention. Okay, here we go. So, I'm getting sick of it. So I'm talking to my landlord. He came through. He said, but, it's not him. We cleaned out the building of all the drugs. I said, no, it's him. I know it's him. So, we're going on. They breaking in this shit. Bunch of crackheads all around. And finally I had enough. So I took my landlord to court. I just stopped paying rent. I said, come on, let's go to court. So we go to court. And my claim is that my landlord knows that this guy is selling crack from out the apartment. And he's not doing anything. So Craig is there, and my landlord comes in, and he says, as I have told Miss Camacho, Craig works for a highly decorated sergeant in the Mount Vernon Police Force. I said to myself, holy cow, that's how he's getting them drugs. I done told y'all before, in prison, it's the COs and the prison staff that bring in contraband, they call it drugs, guns, all that stuff, into the prison. On this penal colony we call a country, they drop that stuff in our neighborhood. They drop it in our neighborhood. So, I'm sitting there, I'm like, holy cow. I knew he had to be connected. I knew he had to be connected. So, when we left the court, I kept saying, whoa, I gotta get the head. The head of the state, it came to me. And I had this transcript from the court, and I said, I need to get this transcribed so I can hear and prove that this guy is working through the Mount Vernon Police Department under a decorated police sergeant. And that's how the drugs got all over Mount Vernon, still today and other places. Like it's the COs that bring it into the prisons, it's the police and stuff that bring it into the community. So, I can't find nobody to transcribe it. Because I got it on I got the what do you call the court typist? I got her stuff on a CD, but I couldn't find another court typist to transcribe it for me. And Ethel is so funny. If she heard this, she said, yeah, you guys still got the CD? I was like, yes, I still got them. But his uncle told me, don't never let him go. So eventually I will get him transcribed. Anyway, I'm there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can get these transcribed and then I can prove that it's through the police department that shit is being moved in this building. So I'm calling everybody. One person told me like $500. I was like, so I'm sitting down, y'all know I'm into true crime. And it's a true crime thing. And something had to be transcribed. And it was given to the FBI. And they transcribed it. So I said, holy cow, I got these 2 CDs. I need to find out what's on it because it's saying right here. He said right here, he works for a decorated Mount Vernon police sergeant. And I said, bingo, drug dealer. Anyway, so I called the FBI and I talked to them and I said, listen, I need to transcribe because that's proof positive. So he says, can we meet up and you can give me the CDs? I said, not a problem. Can I get a copy? So we meet up at the library. I give him the CDs. And he goes. I don't hear nothing. They don't call me. And then one evening, I hear banging on my door, honey. Worse than the police. It's Craig. Come out here. Fuck you up. You come out here. And I said, you come through this door. You ain't going to see tomorrow. So you pick which move you going to make. I ain't scared of no criminals. I done told you. That orange shit stayed up there. No. Y'all bow down to criminals. No honest person should be afraid of a dishonest person. You can read them. They're going to do everything opposite of you. You don't steal, they're going to steal everything. You don't know life, they're going on life. You don't lie, they're going to lie their ass off. So, he beat on the door a little while. And I told him, if he get through this door, it'll be the last door he get through. He needs to go back in his apartment and mind his goddamn business. So, I found out that the decorated sergeant fired Craig. Craig was doing some kind of electrical stuff, whatever he learned in prison. And Craig got fired. So that's why he was beating at my door. So now he got no money, he got no supplies. And still I'm like, I gotta get rid of him. He's not the head. This is a snake. Where's the head? Where's the head? Because it came to me. You got to chop off the head of the snake. If you don't get the head, because I got Craig separated from his supplier, but still it didn't stop. So it came to me, you got to get the head. You got to get the head. You got to get the head of the snake. Chop off the head, the whole snake will die. But I can't think of what the head is. I'm like, I done took him to court. I found out it's the Secretary of Soldiers. They bring the drugs. And then I hear a baby crying. Because you remember, Connie had a daycare next door in the daytime. And I'm thinking, gotta be the snake. I gotta find a way. Gotta be the snake. And this baby's still crying. I walk around, I'm like, the only way to cut this drug stuff off in this building and come through here is I gotta cut off the head of the snake. And this baby is screaming. And then I peek out the door. Why is the baby screaming? Place is empty. Kids around. The baby is by the door. I don't know if he got his finger stuck in there. I don't know. So I ain't dealing with that. So I went to look to find my video camera. And the baby's still screaming and crying. And I find the video camera, and I start recording it, and I think I recorded 2 minutes of it. 2 minutes of it. And then someone came and got the baby. And then something said to me, that's the head of the snake. So I politely called the daycare people. I said, Lee got a baby next door. And it was crying for a while. I said, I only got like a minute or something on the tape because I couldn't find my recorder. But that baby was crying. I said, she said again, she said, bring tape. I'll meet you at the library. I said, okay. So I'm sitting there with her. I said, you know what? I said, the baby was crying for like 15, 20 minutes. I said, but I couldn't find, my camera. So I only got like a minute and a half of it. So she listened, and yeah, I got child screaming. And she said, why don't you go out there and check on the baby? No, that's not the way you did it here. If I went out and touched that baby, I'd have to stop Connie. So, next thing I know, daycare closed. Apartment closed. She can't pay for those. She lived upstairs. She couldn't pay for those 2 places without the daycare. Craig ain't got no job. You know that joke. That joke still set the apartment on fire. We had to think quick to put it out. And then I heard later, now this is after I moved, in between. Now that's why I still got the CD. And then I hear that the judges who court I was in, they forced her out. No retirement. Over 25 years. They forced her out. I still don't know what's on the CD. I just know that I kept saying to the judge, no, Your Honor, he is dealing drugs. I don't care if the sergeant decorated what. I don't care. Craig is dealing drugs. Yep. So, she's out. Connie's out. Craig tries to burn down the apartment. And finally, I want my CDs back because I still wanted to get them transcribed. So, I had to track down the FBI guy. And I did, and he gave them back to me. See, I ain't scared of no FBI. Police, none of that shit. I realized they work for me. And even when I was in Mount Vernon, I just said, I got a game too. Yes, I would. I'd call the county right away. I ain't calling the Mount Vernon Police Department, especially telling y'all what I know. But shit, yeah. Yeah, I did. So the head of the snake was Connie. It was her who kept the apartment down there. It was her that let Craig come stay down there and run drunks. And she was doing it all under the guise of the daycare. And just recently, as an aside, there was something horrible where a little baby died at the daycare center because they touched their little napping, sleeping things, and there was some fentanyl on it, and the little baby touched the fentanyl and passed away. So I can tell you, when I contacted them about Connie, they didn't waste no time shutting her ass down. So that was the head of the snake. And I had to go through so many things to find out where's this head at. And I use this to say it's the same thing with the criminal felon Orange Shitstain. He is the head, not Elon Musk. He is the head. Not the head worker, not the head, just the head decoration. that allows everybody else to do this fuck shit. Oh, I can do that because the orange shit stained criminal felon head is there. But y'all going after Elon Musk. Orange criminal felon was fucking with African Americans. We had a housing discrimination suit against him before Elon was a fish in his daddy's sperm, and before his daddy was a fish in his daddy's sperm. A little tadpole swimming around. Yes. So the head is the orange shit stain. Y'all can't be that stupid. I figured mine's out. I had to go through a lot to find out Connie in the daycare was the head of that drug operation. Oh, and let me tell y'all right fast. Well, Craig, around the corner, they used to have this supply place. And he used to have the meanest, most vicious Rockwilders. I mean, they was big and they was vicious. People, you know, when they want to get stuff, they get stuff. They started poisoning them, which was so horrible. But I got a call from Mary, the old lady in the block. She said, Vicky. I said, what, Mary? She said, they got Craig. And I said, they got Craig? I thought they been got Craig. She said, no, he was out, but I ain't talking about them. She said, the dogs. I said, what dogs? She said, you remember them mean dogs around the corner near Poppy's store? By that construction place? I was like, yeah. She said, they got out. And she said, they literally ran around the corner. When they got around the corner, Craig was standing in front of the house. And they tore him to shreds. They said he got walkers and all kind of stuff. God don't like ugly. God don't. And I started getting calls. They said, it's like those dogs climbed up that fence, jumped over it, and shot around it past everybody, came around that corner, and went straight for Craig. And tore him up. Yeah. I got rid of the head, and that was Connie. Connie was the head. The daycare center was the cover for the drug operation. And it took me quite a while to figure it out. I went through everything. Everything. Even got a few of the little drug dealers out of the building. But I kept saying, this is something bigger. The cover was the daycare center. So you got to find the head of the snake and chop it off to stop the snake. Just saying, y'all. Give me a minute, because we gotta do this, because yeah, my videos. Here we are. My letter to the Congressional Black Caucus. Honorable Congressional Black Caucus CBC members, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Vicky Mayfield. I am a 67-year young entrepreneur, black activist, community organizer, mentor, public author, and playwright / director. In addition, I have developed a business concept for the first black theme park to attract African Americans and Africans in America. This theme park will curate culture and history. In addition, the theme park's mission is to promote domestic and international growth. I write to the members of the Congressional Black Caucus CBC as a concerned African American stateswoman. In these days of chaos, crime, and politics, where clearly the black, brown, women, the poor, the fatherless, Squeeze gut. And the widow. I've been looking at my treadmill that I gotta adjust after the walk. 10. 1. I cannot imagine 2. That you are happy for your voting constituents, as they receive absolutely nothing but threats as a direct result of their votes being in the minority. In American society, the majority has a social responsibility and an nation to attend to the needs and concerns of those in the minority? Or has this too now changed? The founding fathers of this country said this. It is my opinion that if African American men and women as voters are to be counted and respected, our votes must come from an alternative, organized, and unified political party. It is my belief and understanding all of you as elected officials have the knowledge, education, the experience, and the wisdom of working within a political party. Therefore, developing an alternative independent party should become your medium-term goal as representing political body and caucus. Therefore, I respectfully urge you to consider the formation of a political party representative of the black, brown, women, the poor, the fatherless, and the widow populace. What you are going to experience on Capitol Hill these next 4 years will be reminiscent of the first African American to integrate the public school system in the 50s. You're going to be left out of meetings and secrets. You're going to be openly mocked and ridiculed when you report on misinformation you've been giving. You're not going to get any real money to take back to your districts that you all were sworn to. Yep, that's my letter to the Congressional Black Caucus. The first half. We'll listen to the second half. Ebony took up our time because she wanted to walk today because her mother worked late. So she came down here to be with me. And she's on the treadmill. And that's it. This is my letter to the Congressional Black Caucus, beseeching them to put in their heads that we need a political party to represent blacks, brown, disabled, LGBTQ plus women. We need it. They stole our votes, y'all. And what they did, they don't call it stuff, they call it canceling. Millions of vote, they said, oh, they lying. They don't live at that address. But after investigating, they found all the millions of people that they got rid of had the access. These German Republican crooks just literally went into polling places and was snatching, saying they're not at the right address. No one challenged them. These Europeans in the they are so scared of these Germans. I'm telling. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend to subscribe and exercise with me. Thank you. Y'all have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow on some more libations. Thanks for coming on the walk.